Hey Alexis, this is question number 7. I worked through this one too to see how this one worked out. So hopefully this helps you out. So it says Newton's law of cooling says that the rate at which a body cools is proportional to the difference C in temperature between the body and the environment. Okay, so the difference C for this piece right here, well, it's 140 compared to 0. So the difference between the two, so C is going to be 140 degrees. Okay. The temperature function f of t of the body at time t hours after being introduced into an environment having a constant temperature of t sub 0. So the environment has a constant temperature of t sub 0. That's this 0 degrees. So that constant temperature in the environment, in the freezer, it's 0 degrees, is found by this function where c and t are constants. All right, so what we're working with, so our function f of t is going to be 0, that's our t sub 0, plus our difference, which is 140 degrees, e to the negative k, and the amount of time, it's saying after 5 minutes. So we're going to do this at 5 equals 93 degrees. So this is the change piece that we want to know. All right, so now we have this function, 140e to the negative, let's write it as 5k equals 93 degrees Fahrenheit. So to solve this, we can end up doing the natural log of both sides. Well, first off, let's divide the 140 out. So now I just have e to the negative 5k equals 93 over 140. Take the natural log of each side. If I do the natural log of both sides, all this leaves me with is a negative 5k equals natural log of 93 over 140. Divide this by negative 5. So k is natural log of 93 divided by 140 divided by a negative 5. Punch this into the calculator, k ends up being 0.081809. All right, so now we know C, we know K. All right, so now the last question they ask us is what is it after 10 minutes? So we can use our function. Well, after 10 minutes, so f of 10 would be our 0 plus 140. So let's just leave it as 140 e to the negative, this k value that we found, 0.081809 times now 10. If we plug that into our calculator, we get 61.7, and it says round to the nearest integer. And if we round that to the nearest integer, we end up with 62. So the answer on this one ends up being 62. The next question is very similar to that. See if you can get the next question using this video. Still doesn't make sense, shoot me another email back and I'll help you work through that next one.